Stress is rising all around us, and it's seeping into the hours we reserve for work, family, and rest. Imagine scrolling through the data. About three-quarters of Americans report worsening stress symptoms, and nearly half experience high stress every single day. It's not just big events, it's the daily grind that chips away at our attention and mood. In this video, we're not chasing a miracle cure or a sweeping lifestyle overhaul. We're exploring micro routines, tiny, low-barrier actions you can fit into a jam-packed day that quietly stack up into steadier calm. We'll unpack how brief breathing, a simple gratitude note, and a quick stretch can counter the stress epidemic, one tiny action at a time. The key idea: small, repeatable choices create a quiet, cumulative shift that outlasts the pressure of today's pace. Context is everything. Micro routines are designed to blend with busy schedules, forming a progressive buffer against stress. They're the small guardrails that hold back the tide of overwhelm. Contrast that with grand resolutions that look good on January, only to crumble when life gets busy. The belief here is practical. If you can spare a minute, you can begin a habit that strengthens over days and weeks. Today, we'll show you how these micro actions work, why they're more reliable than big, sporadic efforts, and how to weave them into everyday moments so they don't feel like another checklist. So why do these tiny changes work? Science backs it up. Even a 5-minute breathing session can trigger the parasympathetic nervous system, slow your heart rate, quiet wanderings of the mind, and reduce acute stress markers. Longer walls of practice aren't inherently better if they don't fit your day. Small, repeated actions are the engine of lasting change. They're easier to repeat, easier to remember, and easier to keep going. And the magic isn't just in the moment, it's in consistency. When calm cues repeat, your nervous system begins to rewire itself, building resilience slowly and reliably. This is how brief calm becomes enduring steadiness. Let's get practical with mindful micro habits. First up, breathing. A simple pattern: inhale for 4 counts, exhale for 6. Done for a minute, can rebalance oxygen, slow the heart, and signal safety to your body. Next, gratitude notes. Jotting down one line about something you appreciated today nudges your brain toward noticing positives, which cools the loops of worry that feed stress. And then there's a quick self-check. Pause for a moment. Name a current need or emotion, like "I need space" or "I feel rushed," and give it a concise label. That naming act interrupts autopilot stress, shifting from reactive to reflective. Beyond the breath and the mind, movement and environment matter. Short movement breaks, just 2 minutes per hour, whether a gentle stretch, a stand, or a quick 1-minute walk, boost endorphins and reduce mental fatigue. Natural light is a powerful mood and energy cue. A minute or two of morning or midday daylight can recalibrate your circadian signals. And hydration, even a few extra sips, keeps mood steady and cognition sharp. These micro actions aren't about chasing a workout. They're about creating an everyday ecosystem that supports calm through the day. Boundaries also belong in our toolkit. A single daily no to a non-urgent demand can dramatically reduce overload and preserve cognitive bandwidth for stress regulation. Small boundaries accumulate into resilience because they protect the very resources your brain uses to manage stress: the mental space, attention, and patience you need for tough moments. Digital life deserves its own micro habits. Try a 1-minute digital pause before meals. Silence notifications, set devices aside, and take 2 deep breaths. Adopt a one-task rule: complete one task with a single tab or app before switching. And consider an evening screen curfew. Turn off screens 10 to 15 minutes earlier to prepare your body for better sleep. This blue light reduction and digital downtime often translates into calmer evenings and smoother mornings. Implementation matters. Start small, pair one cue with one behavior, like breathing while waiting for coffee, and celebrate that initial win. Habit stacking can help. Link a new micro habit to an existing cue, but beware. Stacking too many can overstimulate and backfire. Avoid vague goals and the trap of starting many new habits at once. The antidote is specificity and realism. Keep each habit under 2 minutes and aim for daily consistency. When you walk this line, you create a sustainable pattern rather than a brittle one. To bring this to life, we'll walk through a mini case study. Picture a busy professional who adds 3 micro habits: a 60-second breath before coffee, a 2-minute desk stretch, and a 1-minute gratitude note after brushing teeth. We'll show a before and after vibe, from tension cues to a calmer, more focused afternoon. The takeaway is clear. These tiny actions can measurably shift mood and performance, even on packed days. What should you expect if you commit? Think week by week. In week 1, you'll notice small wins. By week 3, consistency has built a larger buffer against fluctuations. By week 6, energy becomes steadier, and you bounce back from stressors more quickly. The science again supports this. Daily 1 to 2 minute breaks accumulate into a robust stress buffer, and the gains compound. Rushed burst can feel satisfying in the short term, but lasting resilience grows from steady, repeated calm. So, let's recap the essentials. Micro routines are low barrier, high potential tools against stress. The strongest predictor of benefit isn't session length, but daily consistency. The largest payoff comes from turning fleeting moments of calm into lasting resilience. The invitation is simple. Start with one habit, cue it to a routine, and stick with it for 21 days. Track your progress, share your experiences in the comments, and watch how your capacity to handle stress expands over time. If you're hungry for more, we'll dive deeper into sequencing micro habits and experiment with habit stacking in future videos. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, consider choosing one micro habit today, perhaps the 60-second breath, and commit to 21 days. Your future self will thank you for the small, steady calm you've built along the way.